Yeah. I just came here and he gave me the topic, so it was quite new for me, but let's go with it. I came across this quote when I was a kid, and that was winners write history. That's why I never write history, honestly, because I just studied it. And I went around studying history. I go around traveling to places. I go about trying to find new stuff, trying to dig, papers from the 18th century, 19th century, read about it, and try my best. And I did it. I did it because I had a lot of time, and a lot of time because I never went to school. So my mom and dad thought that this kid is getting bullied a lot. Let us just homeschool him. And that's when I just got homeschooled. And the thing about homeschooling is that you have only two things, and one is your home, and the second thing is your home. And you're stuck with it. And when you're stuck with your home, you find a lot of ways to do a lot of things at home. And one of them was history. And I thought that was the end and beginning of everything for me. History was my life, history was my soul. I'd go to universities, I'd try to meet professors, I'd try everything. I'd even take classes for kids because I thought their curriculum was very bad. And while it boosted my ego and while it boosted everything about being a homeschooler person, because you have no competition whatsoever and you're going and teaching people, so you're the best, I realized after some time that it wasn't fulfilling an itch. And perhaps that itch was just getting further and further aggravated. And I was looking around, maybe I need to try something next. And that's when I landed on some person that created such an absolutely amazing perspective to my life that I stopped having one. And that was Nietzsche. So when I for the first time, when I think it was in grade 10, when I read Nietzsche, and it was Beyond Good and Evil, a lovely book by him. And I got introduced to the idea of nihilism. And since childhood, my background is that my parents were very, very religious people. So their purpose was religion, their purpose was devotion and whatever. And I just followed it because I told you, I had only two things, and that was my home and my home. So I grew up, I looked around, I read more, I didn't understand much, but I just kept reading. And that's when I came up to this lovely idea called the great man. And I was like, wow, let me become that Ubermensch. And while this word, if anyone knows philosophy, was heavily and very badly, misused by the Nazis, I don't mean that. I mean it in an absolute simple way, and that was, let me be the great man. Let me be that man. Let me be everything that I wasn't. But then, what does it mean to be? There was no value in it. And that's when I came up with this concept called God is dead. Please, it's not religion. It's just God is dead was an idea where if you do not have a superior being, if you do not have an overlord telling you that this is wrong, this is right, this is good, this is bad, what is good and what is bad? If I were to tell that, okay, I pick up this chair and burn it there, who tells me that this is wrong? Well, he definitely does, yeah. Well, if I pay him, I don't know if he'll say that was a good one. But who's going to stop me? Is there any objective foundation to this moral ideas that I've got? And I went further and I was like, okay, if God is dead, where do you base your moral concept? And I went further and realized if my moral concept is not based on a superior, being looking down upon us, where do I put it on? Oh, sorry. And I finally ended up at one place. And that was, if I were to go at the core of nihilism, this guy just wants to hear better music. She started some businesses and is still looking around. He goes to a gym. Yay, good. He's talking to a couple of people in a cafe which smells a lot like coffee, and I don't like coffee. But he puts meaning. He gives meaning to not earning money. He gives meaning to hearing his stories. She gives meaning to learning and helping other people. He gives meaning to reliving those musical moments. And I think that's what it's all about. Giving meaning to things that objectively have absolutely no meaning. And that's it. Thank you.